Macabre, everybody. It's time for another donated bracket from the one and only Waylon, who sent me to do songs that start with the letter P. So let's do this, Waylon. Let the headaches begin. Alright. Megadeth, Public Enemy #1 versus Motley Crue, Public Enemy #1. I'm going to give that one a Megadeth, believe it or not. Very underrated song. I like it. Tool, Part of Me versus Pantera, Primal, Concrete Sledge. Man, I'm not a fan of Tool, but I love that first EP, and that song's on that EP. But I gotta go with Come and Be With Me, Live My Twisted Dream, Primal, Concrete Sledge, Pantera all the way. Next, Cinderella. Oh wait, Pantera wins over Megadeth as well. Alright, next. Cinderella, Push Push versus GNR, Paradise City. I'm going to give that to GNR, but I'm not giving it to GNR over Pantera. So Pantera is holding on with Primal, Concrete Sledge. Alright, next. Hendrix, Purple Haze versus Stones, Painted Black. That one's pretty close. I got to give it to the Stones, though. I love that song. But I love that Pantera song more. That's right. You heard me right, you elitist. That's right. Next. Kiss, Parasite versus AC/DC, Problem Child. Ooh. Ooh. I'm going to give it to AC/DC. And I'm going to give it to AC/DC over Pantera. Now Problem Child is taking over. Alright, next. Iron Maiden, Phantom of the Opera versus Metallica, Phantom Lord. Love them both, but Maiden. And I'm even going to go with Maiden over AC/DC. So now Maiden. Phantom of the Opera is taking over. Next. Black Sabbath, Paranoid versus Van Halen, Panama. Believe it or not, I'm going with Paranoid. You know, something about Panama. I don't hate it. It's, you know, but it's just not like... I can think of many Van Halen songs I like more. Paranoid versus Phantom of the Opera. No, Maiden. Maiden's holding on. Alright, finally. Maiden, Purgatory versus Postmortem. Oh, Do You Want to Die? That's a tough one. I gotta go with my favorite Maiden song, Purgatory, is the winner of the left side bracket. Now let's go to the right side. Yeah, obviously I put Maiden over Paranoid. Alice Cooper, Poison versus Def Leppard, Photograph. Not a fan of that Alice Cooper song, and I think Photograph is the perfect pop rock tune. Never get sick of that song. I love it. Wins. Next, Pledge Your Allegiance from Suicidal versus Power Slave versus Maiden. I'm giving it to Power Slave, and I'm going to put Power Slave above Photograph. Power Slave's a badass song. Next, AC/DC, Put the Finger on You versus Motorhead, Poison. Love them both, but I'm going to give that one to AC/DC. But would I give it to AC/DC over Power Slave? No. Maiden's holding on. Pink Floyd, Pigs, three different ones versus Perfect Strangers, Deep Purple. I'm giving that one to Pink Floyd. And, ooh, over Power Slave, though? Yeah, I don't think so. Power Slave's holding on. Van Halen, Pretty Woman versus Judas Priest, Pain and Pleasure. Both cool, but I'm going with VH. But I put Power Slave over Old Pretty Woman. So Maiden's holding on, man. Megadeth, Peace Sells versus Pantera, Psycho Holiday. Both awesome, but Peace sells, but who's buying? Definitely. What a snotty, awesome tune. But, I'm still saying Power Slave. Man, Power Slave's kicking some ass here, right? Alright, next. Judas Priest, Painkiller versus Slayer, Piece by Piece. Oh! I'm going to go with Painkiller. And I'm going to go with Painkiller over Power Slave. So now Judas Priest is taking over for the last song. Maiden, Prodigal Son versus Sabbath, Planet Caravan. Love them both, but the winner on the right side, because it beats Painkiller is Prodigal Son for Iron Maiden. Yep. Now, I'm going to put Prodigal Son as the finale versus Purgatory. Now, it's funny because my all-time favorite Maiden song is Purgatory, but my second favorite is Prodigal Son. I mean, it's that close. But the winner of the P bracket for Mr. Waylon Latimere is Iron Maiden. Purgatory. There you go. That is the P brackets. Thank you so much, brother, for the donations. You rule! And if you like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And click that little notification bell. And please give my video a like. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. And stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath. And smack 'em a gaba. Before we get canceled, check out the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast with me and Wadzilla. We are the Podcast Kings. Link to the podcast is in the description below, and also a link to the YouTube page. Check out older episodes with visuals. And very soon, either Ian and I will learn how to go on YouTube Live. Might be soon. So check out the greatest podcast ever according to science.com. It's also God's favorite podcast and Satan's favorite podcast as well. So check out the Rock and Metal Combat Podcast before we get canceled.